Roxy Stryer, did you see Ironheart yet?
No.
Okay. I watched the first 3 episodes. I can't give a full review on it yet, but first reactions are in, and here are the first reactions from some other peeps besides myself and Sam. Sam also did the immediate reaction with me for that one. Marvel Studios held a what's happening here? Why is this doing that? What is going on? Why is it doing that? There it is. Marvel Studios held a screening for Ironheart tonight in Hollywood, and the social media embargo lifted right afterwards. Find out what critics made of the 6-episode season right here. Marvel's Ironheart hit Disney Plus with 3-episode premiere tomorrow, and the social media embargo for Riri Williams' solo has also lifted. We'll keep adding reactions as they come, but so far, we'd say the consensus is mixed to positive. Though some seem to feel that the show is among the best we've seen from Marvel, the majority of posts are not as quite as glowing. That said, very few are outright negative. Dominique Thorne comes in with a lot of praise in the lead role, and it sounds like the introduction of magic-based tech is something that MCU fans should be very excited about. Anthony Ramos' villain, the Hood, doesn't get many mentions, maybe not a great sign, and there are some criticisms of the writing, but all in all, Ironheart might just be worth checking out. And there's you can see some of the things. It says pretty solid, doesn't quite soar. It takes a while to get going. Villain isn't great, although the finale is worth the watch. A lot of people said that, by the way, the finale. I've only seen 1 through 3. I didn't see the last 6. Mark Cassidy from Comic Book. I've seen all 6 of Ironheart, and it's not good. It becomes obvious very quick why Marvel decided to dump this on Disney Plus 3 episodes at a time. I can't fault the cast, but none of them are given much to work with. Some of the action scenes are passable, and the finale is by far, I guess, the best. Ironheart delivers an insanely fun story that perfectly blends tech and magic. Dominique Thorne is a force to be reckoned with as Riri Williams, and Anthony Ramos is haunting as the Hood. It's filled with fun Easter eggs and crazy surprises that will change the MCU forever. There's a ton of other ones, but yeah, I mean, just those were significantly different. Sam loved Anthony Ramos in the first 3. I thought he shines in episode 3. I agree. It takes a while to get going. I think the Red Hood's crew is not good.
Do you love Anthony Ramos in general?
I don't dislike him. I think he's fine. But I think he's very good in the 3rd episode. And I actually think I give him more credit than the other people did. But he's pretty engaging. But the stories that she's good. She definitely has way more to do, obviously, than in the movie Black Panther 2. I still think she was shoehorned in there to get us acquainted with her. The relationship with her AI is definitely the best chemistry. Alden Ehrenreich has some good stuff to do.
Did she have like a Jarvis?
Yeah, I'll say that. But and how they incorporate that is interesting. But yeah, it takes a bit before you get engaged, and by the time you are, and I think you really start to get engaged in episode 3, which is where I'm at. I haven't gone through 4 through 6, so I can't speak on the ending. Everybody seems to love the ending. I don't know yet, but I was there were quite a few times when the crew was on, and I'm like, let's go, wrap this up, and let's just get to reread what she's doing. Let's get the Alden scene, the stuff. They're trying too hard with the crew, and I do not believe that they are capable of anything. I love True Classic. That's how I'm going to start this. I have fallen in love with them. I have so many new things, whether it comes to t-shirts, whether it is sweatpants, things I go to the gym for. I love it. I absolutely love them. At True Classic, the mission goes beyond fit and fabric. It's about helping guys show up with confidence and purpose. The gear fits right, it feels amazing, and it's priced so guys everywhere can step into confidence without stepping out of their budget. What really sets them apart, it's not just about the fit or the fabric, it's the intention behind everything that they do. True Classic was built to make an impact, whether it's helping men show up better in their daily lives, giving back to undeserved communities, or making people laugh with ads that don't take themselves too serious. They lead with purpose. So I have been loving True Classic. I got them. I've got a bunch of things that, again, like I said, shirts, pants, and I told my wife the other day, I said, I don't know if I want to go anywhere else right now. True Classic. I mean, I'm telling you, I went out to go out with some friends. I was wearing this True Classic t-shirt. They fit really nice. They just they're comfortable. It's good material. I love it. And you don't have to worry about it. Just get rid of the overpriced designer brands. Ditch the disposable fast fashion. True Classic is built for comfort. It's built to last, and it's built to give back. You can grab them anywhere. Target, Costco. You can head to trueclassic.com/Christian. That's where you really should go and get hooked up today. You will love it. I have been swearing by it. I'm telling you, this is me telling you straight up. I love this brand. I love True Classic.
How long are the episodes?
About 45, 50 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this show was kind of doomed before it came out.
How so?
Nobody was talking about it. When
Right.
they were talking about it, they weren't saying positive things.
No hype behind it.
There was no hype. RGJ put out a video trying to up the hype.
Right.
And so I feel like the reactions match that.
Yeah, I don't think the show's going to do.
People aren't saying this is horrible. Well, some people were, but for the most part, people seem to be like, okay, and maybe by the end it is worthwhile. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to watch this, but it airs tonight, and I don't think I'll watch it tonight because
you're just not you're not like pumped for it.
Right. I've got a lot of other things I'm watching right now that I love.
Yeah.
And a bummer for this is that we got a lot of TV coming out right now. We have The Bear coming out. We have Squid Game coming out. Like people are rewatching Wednesday, getting ready for that.
Right.
There's so much good TV in the summer coming out that I just think that this is going to get passed right over, but I'm certainly going to watch it and report back.
Well, I think that's what you said is right. I think that it's very similar. Like, so Ilio is another one, right? And Luke sent me, I think he sent me an article about the Ilio thing too. Ilio's a fine movie. It's fine, but it needed to be great in order to really get people talking and going to see it. And it wasn't. And that's the same with this. Like, it doesn't matter when, like, if you even if you say it's fine, there's some interesting moments to it. Yeah, you can show it in a show. But no, what I'm saying is it's a fine show. It needed to be great. It needs to be great.
Yeah, it's so hard right now in the era where in this month, Kristian and I was just talking about television, but in July, we're about to get Jurassic Park, Superman, Fantastic Four, Megan 2, what's even the other movie? The final
Superman.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, there's just so many legacy movies and so many things people are so excited for, spending their time and money on. If you are a movie or TV show coming out this summer, F1. If you're a TV show or movie coming out this summer, you got to be gangbusters.
Yep. Yeah. And that, especially if you're Marvel. Now, look, this movie, show rather, was made during the time of the let's make as much as we can. Let's keep putting stuff out there. We got Ryan Coogler do this movie. This show was announced and footage was shown in 2022 at D23. It's been quite a bit. And so they wanted to make sure that it came out. But there were rumors that they didn't even know if they were going to put it out. And then obviously they did. And they're going to put.
I like it.
I think you'll like it. I think you will. It's not. It really isn't. There are shows like, look, again, you and I are on different pages when it comes to She-Hulk. But like She-Hulk for me was brutal to get through again on the second watch. I didn't like it the first time, and it was brutal to watch. Secret Wars I wouldn't even go back to. I got bored and other things. This show, it's like I'm watching. I'm going, okay. I'm like, fine, interesting. I mean, I want to see where the story goes. Yeah.
Would 90210 have been brutal for you to watch?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, I've watched. It's because the tone was set from that show from the get-go. But that's what that was. That was Universal. It wasn't like it was part of this entirely different tone for the whole time. And then they switch it up and do this. And anyway, different discussion. But no, I liked 90210. But this is a show that I like the first two episodes, and I agree with what people are saying. It's like, okay, where are we going with this? Let's go. And I think that that's why they put the first three episodes out in order now. But there are times watching it, like I said, like I told you, like you might like the crew better than I did. Like there are just a few times. There's one particular character they have that is supposed to be like the funny one, right? The telling the jokes. I don't think one of her jokes landed. One. And I was waiting for them to. It wasn't one of those things like, okay, here we go. Kristian doesn't like comedy stuff. I'm like, no. I understand.
Miscast wrong?
What's that?
Do you think she was miscast?
Yes. She didn't deliver the lines. not.
So you didn't think it was a dialogue issue as much as you thought she was miscast?
Well, maybe both. Maybe both. Maybe both, because it's like the lines weren't funny and the delivery wasn't funny, and I'm like, this isn't. And Sam, who, is she. If you can hit a joke with her, she's gonna laugh. Blank, and she liked the show.
It's very easy when things are going right in a show or movie to identify why.
Yeah,
it's very difficult when things are not landing to try to figure out, was it the writing? Was it the direction? Was it the timing with the editing? Was it the performance? It's just so much harder when something's not landing.
It was a little bit more subjective.
Yeah, to figure out why.
Yeah, because you could see this and the jokes could land for you, and in that aspect, you could think that the writing is working.
Right.
So where I don't think it is. So that's where it becomes more subjective. But I do think that I do feel that you'll know what I'm talking about there. And and Eric Andre is in the show, and I wish he was in it more.
Eric Andre is in the show.
He is.
I don't remember that. Oh, I think he was in the trailer for a second, actually.
Yeah. All I'll say is I wish he was in it more.
Okay.
And then when you guys see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But
well, by next Tuesday, I'll have seen it.
Yeah. Someone asked me if I thought Echo was a hard watch. No, I don't think it was hard. It was just boring. It wasn't a hard watch. Echo wasn't a bad show. It was just boring. Ooh. And I never even finished it.
Oh,
I didn't finish it. I didn't finish that, and I didn't finish.
So obviously, you did think it was a hard watch.
Maybe, but not the same way that I found She-Hulk. The Echo to me was like, I could have finished it, like the same kind of feeling. Like, okay, the story that I thought, the lead actress in Echo was good, and the Kingpin stuff was good, but I wasn't engaged enough to go, oh, I need to watch this. I need to keep watching it.
Sometimes things just don't land with us in a certain moment, and it's not like what you're in the mood for. People recommended me, I know you know this, that show Department Q.
People keep talking about the show.
Kristian,
you didn't like it?
I don't know, but I watched one episode and I was like, I really don't want to watch this right now.
Interesting.
Like I don't know whether it was because it wasn't good. I don't think it was because it wasn't good. I just was watching it and I was just thinking to myself, like, I don't want to watch this right now. Maybe I'll try again in a month and see if it's more my vibe then. But like, holy crap, sometimes you just are not in the mood for something. So I take back my Echo comment to you, where it was a hard watch. Maybe it just wasn't for you in that moment. Maybe
It was take it back. The question is valid, but it was a matter of there are two different ways. It's like, am I interested? The same way with, even though like Secret Wars is another one, or Secret Invasion is another one, where most people who watched that whole series said it was the farts. And so I bailed on it after 2 episodes, which apparently were the 2 best episodes. I just wasn't, and it was more so because I just wasn't interested anymore. I didn't care. I didn't care where the story went, right? So and that's the difference. Like, I would, even if I wasn't reviewing this with Sam and watching it with Sam, I'd watch the final 3 now to say, I'm curious where this goes, especially after hearing that the ending is relevant to things going on. I'm like, I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm engaged enough to say, I want to see, like, there's certain stories that they tell, whether it's movies or TV, you're like, okay, maybe this isn't the greatest TV show or greatest movie, but I'm interested enough to see where this story goes. And there's other times you go, I don't give a shit where this story goes. So, anyway, that's it. That's Ironheart, man. So, like I said, if you want to check out our immediate reaction for Ironheart, it's on the channel right now. We also put up our Black Panther Wakanda Forever reaction up today with Sam. That's on the channel currently. Tonight, I'm hoping that I can get the Ironheart reaction up there too. I just double check and see if that's ready to go. But the question is, Ironheart, you guys gonna be watching it? You gonna check it out? Do you care? Do you not care? Do you think it'll do well? That was the other thing, I guess, Roxy, before we sign off there too. Do you think this show's gonna do well in the ratings?
I'm so sad. No,
I don't think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do pretty poor.
But I would have answered that before any of these reviews came out.
Right, because there's no hype behind it.
Yeah, you just see it, the tea leaves. Yeah. You're reading the tea leaves. That's a bummer.
I never want things to fail, but I just don't. I think Roxy's right. I just don't think there's enough hype behind it. But put your thoughts in there, guys. Tell us what you think.